Zero to Diamond, Chapter 3, How to Become a Millionaire Real Estate Agent. Oops, my battery's low. I know I'm a little early, but let's get going. Ricky Cruz, Zero to Diamond, How to Become a Real Estate Agent, Chapter 3. These chapters are super short. I'm gonna hop right in. Thank you so much for coming into my live. The importance of time. Time is the greatest tool we have. It can work for you or against you. The agents who do not use it to their advantage don't even realize how much it works against them. They get caught up with something trivial and before they know it, the day is over. We've all heard time is money, sure, but it's more complex than that. And in fact, time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money. But can you create more time? I would argue yes. You can hire people to help create you more time. Only God can do that. Only God can create more time. Be grateful for the time God gives you. I'm so grateful for the time God gives me. Treasure every second. Know that time is going to pass you by regardless of how you spend it. So spend it as wisely as you can. In real estate, time goes by super fast. Should be careful of what you spend it on. The truth is, just about everyone has the social skills it takes to be successful in real estate. That's not the problem. What holds back most agents is not knowing how to spend their time and being unaware of what steals too many valuable minutes. The ability to manage your time in a way that maximizes your results and reduces wasted time is a key skill. The more experience you gain, the better you will get at spotting situations that are not worth your time. Often I see agents in the market who have had, now it's 8 o'clock. I lost my spot. Often I see agents in the market who have had all their skills necessary to get out there and be great agents. However, they jam up their time with clients and activities that don't pay off. I'm not the first person to write about time management, but again, it is more complex than just a to-do list or fancy calendar or planner. It starts with psychology and attitude. Most of us approach life one event at a time with a laid-back attitude of, I'll eventually get all these things done. That's a psychologically rooted in the illusion that time is unlimited. That's what psychologists call magical thinking, meaning the opposite of reality. No, you won't get everything done that needs to be done. You look stunning. Thank you. I have my fancy lace dress on. I wanted to wear my favorite comfy sweater, and I had it on, and I said, no, I need to dress up. I need to put on a dress because everyone dresses super casual on Friday, and I was dressed and I changed, and I was like, no, let me put on a dress. Let me be different. Stop thinking that way. Instead, adopting a psychology of maximizing your time per transaction. A newer agent asked me for advice on a deal they were working on. Of course, I was happy to help. They told me the situation and asked what I would do if I were in their shoes. The situation was that they were working with a buyer who was very motivated to buy a house. However, after trying to get the client pre-approved for a loan, they found out that their credit score was not good enough to buy a house right away. The lender told the buyer how to improve their credit score, steps that would take several months to process. Only after the score came up would they be able to buy a house. After hearing the situation, I asked the agent, so what do you need help with? The reply was, what can I do at this point to make the deal work? By then, it was clear to me that this particular deal was all the agent had thought about all day. I continued, well, let me ask you, what other deals are you working on today? The agent confessed, nothing else right now. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make this one work. Once they said that, I knew exactly what I was dealing with. An agent who did not realize that time was working against them even as we stood there talking. It was not a problem with the deal. This was a problem with the agent not being mindful and using it to their advantage. I assured the agent that they had done a fantastic job with the buyer and that there was nothing else they can do until the buyer completes the step to increase their credit score. Then I had a heart-to-heart with them. I told them wasting the entire day on how we can magically get a buyer's credit score up is not the way to become a successful agent. The way to handle the situation, and every situation, is to push it to the farthest point you can, keeping good notes on it, and later checking on it from time to time, but immediately move on to other deals. This right here has helped me so much. Just push it to as far as possible and then move on to other deals and then come back and check on them. Don't get stuck just on your one deal, okay? This is like, that's the little gem I look for when I'm reading the books. And this helps me so much mentally in the game. Just take it as far as you can and then let it go. There was nothing else the agent could do with that deal. They had done all they could. I encouraged the agent to follow up with the buyer once a week or so until they purchased the house. Then, representing them on the purchase, there you have it. You made the deal work. Nothing else to worry about. All the agent could do at that point was move on and later spend 5 to 10 minutes a week following up with the buyer, making sure they are working on their credit. Meanwhile, stacking up other deals in their pipeline until that one comes through, if it comes through at all. If it comes through at all. You see my point? The agent was wasting hours on one deal, thinking and contemplating, when all they needed was 5 minutes a week set aside for this one while continuing to find other possible deals. As soon as the agent heard me say this, it was like a light bulb. A light bulb went off in my head too. Maximize time per transaction by moving to the next transaction as soon as one stalls. I could tell that was what I had said, and it resonated. I see other agents doing similar things with all kinds of situations. They waste more time than they need to on negotiations, inspections, tweaking their website, carefully crafting letters, etc. Don't spend all your time working on 1 or 2 deals. Spend less time on current deals and more time on procuring new deals by making phone calls, sending emails, letters, postcards, having open houses, etc. These are the activities that make you money. Not diddling with your website, making fancier business cards, calling friends to gossip, chit-chatting with agents in the office, or worrying about if the deal is going to work. Yes, do have a website, do have business cards, and of course ensure that the current deals are moving forward. I like you. I like me too. Thank you. But do these types of activities after my light bulb is running on low. Turn it up, baby. Plug it in. Do these after you completed your money-making activities for the day. Pay close attention to what makes you money and what doesn't. Okay? Pay close attention to what makes you money and what doesn't. Then, use this knowledge and experience to help yourself make decisions that best suit your time and worth. I'm so right. This book is like, boom, dead on. Dead on. Where do I start in prioritizing actions for making money? Talking. Smack your lips and make that money come out, baby. Not with pointless chit-chat I just mentioned, but talking with potential clients / listings. If you are talking with people, you are making money. That is if the people you are talking with are clients, future clients, or in conversations that lead directly to other future clients or listings. And when I say talking with, the emphasis on with. That means during conversations, spending 80% of the time listening and 20% of the time actually speaking yourself. Talk less and listen more. That's a specific example of money-making activity. Listening is a money-making activity because you're listening to where you can fit in to help them solve their problem. That's how you make money. You solve problems, you will have money for the rest of your life. You just have to become the best problem solver ever, and you will have money forever. Can you solve a problem faster and better than the people around you? And how do you do that? Because you have to listen to see what the problem is first. How can you make money if you don't know what the problem is that you have to solve? And networking too. Yep, very good. Very good, RJ. This is a specific example of a dollar producing activity. Now let's return to the broad approach of maximizing time. When it comes to the subject of what you should do with your time that would be most productive, you must think big, huge. Look at the big picture. Okay? One deal is not the make it or break it of your career. No single deal will make the difference in your great success as an agent. If it is to be that you become a top producer with hundreds and even thousands of deals under your belt one day, you must think bigger than one deal. Yes, take care of your deals and go above and beyond to secure a deal in the relationship they're in. This is not the goal. The goal is to create business that produces hundreds of deals. How do you do this? It's simple. Spend most of your time working on big picture and little time on current deals. Avoid getting caught up in the same cycle of business that most agents get caught up in, where they spend all their time working on current deals and no time working on the abundance of future deals. Most of the time, working on an abundance of future deals will bring you plenty of current business as well, so it's a win-win. What activities create a huge quantity of future deals while giving us deals in the present? Answer: projects. You should always be involved in a project aimed at securing more business. As you complete each project, already be prepared to move immediately to the next one. Your career will then be made up of a series of different complete projects that produce a massive amount of business, providing plenty of deals for the present while securing your future. In other words, by focusing on your future results, you will accidentally run into deals for the present. It's called karma. If you are doing the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, good things will happen. These things are supposed to be doing include working hard every day, all day, to contact large amounts of property owners, being honest, being dependable, and helping other people. If you take these actions consistently, you will prosper now and you will prosper in the future. Here are some examples of projects. You're a good teacher, my lady. You're a good listener. Everyone has to listen here, so thank you so much for listening. Have you been calling FSBOs in your area? Have you been sending a group of owners a mailing? I know you guys saw all the mailers. I have like stacks of mailers that need to be sent out. I need more stamps, sending mass emails, calling expired withdrawn listings, cold calling a subdivision or complex. Are you calling your past clients? Are you following up on all past leads? Are you contacting your sphere of influence? Are you finding a buyer for one of your listings? Are you finding a listing for one or another agent's buyers? These are a few examples of different projects you could undertake. Your job is to come up with project after project. What do you guys think about that? Tonight I am drinking mineral water. It's very good for you. Karma, aka law of attraction. Yeah, expensive. You can say it's expensive, or you can say it's an investment in your future. It's whatever you want to say. So, it's not hard to come up with projects. Put yourself in contact with hundreds of owners. Do not ponder long about what project to do. This is wasting valuable time. So it's not vodka water. Pick one and go, then pick another and go. Look in your MLS and the properties that have recently closed and been put under contract / pending. Looking through this list will give you ideas of different properties you can begin. For example, if you see that a property in a particular area, sorry, my battery's low, has sold or been placed under contract, you can contact the surrounding owners and let them know about the recent activity. This is a great tip. Possibilities are endless. There's always new market info to share. Be an information provider. That's what I'm doing for you right now. Keep everyone informed on the recent market info at all times. This will provide to everyone that you are a market specialist. Multitasking and time multiplying. Top producers both multiply their time and multitask. These are similar yet distinct methods of time management. The quickest, simplest way to multiply your efforts is to delegate. You will examine the topic in a later chapter, including the idea of hiring an assistant. How many of you have hired an assistant? For now, even if you cannot afford an assistant or secretary or whatever, with a bit of creativity, you may be able to think of ways to get other people to do some of your more basic tasks, thus multiplying your time. That may be as simple as having a family member help out or using an outside service for various tasks. Within your own real estate office, there are likely people who are eager to help with your projects and tasks. We will return later to this topic. Even without a staff, you can immediately begin to multitask. Some people can do this much better than others. A few people have a brain wired for true full multitasking, actually able to do 3 things at once. Some cannot do it at all, or fool themselves into thinking they are multitasking when really they're merely switching their brain back and forth between tasks and not really saving time. You must pay attention to how well you multitask and work on it if you can. For many people, the best way to multitask is to first identify which task requires the most concentration and brain power. Then identify a second task that is rather mindless, usually something that requires more physical work than mental work. Focus on the first mental task while doing the medial task mindlessly. But the main point of multitasking is real estate, and is to avoid wasting time waiting for results from one project before beginning another. Always keep several fires burning at once. When you see a top producer with 10 or 20 pending contracts and 50 or more active listings, 10 to 20 pending contracts and 50 or more pending listings, hear those numbers, okay? That's a lot of multitasking. That's a lot of money, okay? They are just like nothing is going on. He or she are great multitaskers. They can handle many things at once mentally and physically. Once they get a listing or negotiate a contract, they somewhat forget about it and move on to the next one. After a while, listings and contracts pile up. You may think that would keep them busy, but it doesn't. They find more. While all of those deals are happening, top producers still have time to seek more listings, contracts, and projects. Why? Because once they do a deal or get a listing, they forget about it and only check on it from time to time to make sure all is well. This allows them to focus on finding more business. This is what got them there in the first place. Multiple projects. They spend very little time checking on their listings and contracts, allowing the natural process to do its own work while moving on to the next project. You would make a good team. I'm good at entertaining the people, but I can't multitask. You gotta have multiple deals in the pipeline. And you can learn multitasking too. One more time. Learning comes by repetition. So let me emphasize again the point of this chapter. The most agents underestimate the value of time. Time slips right through their fingers like water. The difference in an agent who makes $75,000 and one who makes $250,000 is literally a slim margin as an Olympian who loses a race by 0.02 seconds. It is so close it boggles my mind. It all boils down to how well the agent perseveres and uses time. Unsuccessful realtors allow time to flow by passively. Top producers actively multitask and multiply themselves and their time, and they don't take time management for granted. Take time seriously. It is the most important yet hidden part of success in real estate or any business. Multiply your time and multiply your life. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 for section 2, the actions of top producing real estate agent. What makes you the money? Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.